Hey guys, Swindler here, and today I will be starting up a new series. This one is actually a bunch of the create mods for Minecraft. I also have a couple of people that'll be joining later on. But from now, it's just me, because they are busy. So, for those of you that don't know the create mod, it's basically... Hold up, let's go to a page that has a bunch of its stuff. Let's see. It's really just like a bunch of stuff for industry. Like it's got mixers, it's got trains. Apparently it also has cannons because, you know, that's normal for industries. Like it's just got a bunch of stuff that you would find for industry. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna see how far we can go. Knowing me, we're gonna probably suck, but you know, that's fine. So for now, we're just gonna... I kind of flew around a bit to try and find a better spawn because the other one was basically just a tiny little island, which really wouldn't work well for us. So I already know a little bit of the layout here. It's not really the world that I would have been hoping for, but you know. Also, I found this, which we're not going to mess with. Ooh, hold up. What do we got over here? Lamp. Okay, we have stuff that we're going to want. Yeah, this is stuff we want. Okay, let's get a way to mine all this stuff down. Actually, am I able to just... Can I just break it like this? Oh, pickaxe, yes. Okay, it even tells me. Ah, that would have been helpful for me to be able to know. Alright, so we'll just start off simple. And I'm gonna need one more piece. Darn. Off by that much. Alright, there we go. So now let's get all this stuff. That way we can have it for later. Metal grinder. I don't know what that's going to be used for. Can we pick up this seat this way? Yep. Alright, sweet. We'll even grab the barrel, because why not? So this will give us some stuff to start off with. It's not a lot, but it's at least something. Just gotta figure out where I want to build my base. We're gonna have to remember this here. So, what's that? Alright, we're gonna have to make our way over there. So we're gonna want to put... How do I make a... Can I make a waypoint? Oh my god, I don't want to deal with that. Add waypoint. Cave looking thing. Sure. Let's go with that. Alright, well. Sit over here. Now I'm kind of curious to see what that was. Oh, there's another part of the cave. So what was this? Oh. Oh yeah, this is... We want this. This is... big cave. I know, my naming skills are absolutely amazing. It's fantastic, I know. Now, another thing that I did see, so it looks like we have a building over here, which I'm willing to bet has useful stuff. Right now, I'm just trying to scavenge a little bit. See what I can get without actually doing much work. So the more that we can do for that, the better. So that means the less that I actually have to do myself. Yep, got some ruins over here. Yeah, this is the one nice thing about for Create is they have a lot of built-in structures. Kind of spawn. It looks like this one is just a station. That's gonna be useful up there. Oh, let's see. What's this stuff? Andesite pillars. Don't really care that much about that. Alright, well, I guess let's just grab some dirt. So, I'm gonna continue to loot for now just because, yeah. Which is also extremely boring. So I'm gonna do that on my own so that you guys don't have to deal with me doing all this and being boring. So, I'll be back after I've done some looting. Alright, so I found this nice house looking thing, so I decided I'll just kind of stay here. I'll keep on dismantling as we go. But for the most part, it's a really nice place to just kind of set up. So that's the plan. If we go back up here, I did collect a bunch of stuff, which will come in handy. We're going to need pretty much everything here at some point. So we got a lot of great stuff. I'm going to take the crafting table and I'm going to go mining for a while because why not? So I'm going to go do that. We need to get... We have... Oh, where are they? We have water wheels. We're going to need to get... We're going to need to get those all set up. And we can use the cogwheels and the shafts in order to make it to where we have rotational power so that we can do stuff. Like we can use this mixer. We got the gearboxes. We got a bunch of stuff that we can do, including the presses. We're gonna need which one can we do? We can probably do brass, right? Yeah, that's brass casing. Can we just use an andesite casing? I think we can. I got some andesite casings. So we can use that to make one of these, which we're gonna need iron and shafts. So I'm gonna need to do a lot of mining. So I'm gonna go work on that. If I remember correctly too, what's nice is the caves are supposed to be like really high for ore drops, or not ore drops, but like the actual veins of ores. So I'm gonna go make my way down to the mines and maybe I'll start recording then. Also, I think the barrels and chests are supposed to have stuff, but something's messed up to where they don't. So we get nothing. Yippee. Alright, so I didn't record this because I didn't think that it would work, but I had 2 bones and there was a puppy. I got the puppy. Oh, this is so great. Literally 2 bones. That was it. That's all that I gave him, and I got him. Also, it's very strange. These liquids just spawn everywhere. So we can get some watermelon juice. There's some apple juice over that way. It's very odd. But I gotta keep on collecting stuff. Woohoo! This is so much fun. Alright, so I've been looking around to try and figure out what we're gonna do. And I'm thinking we gotta start off with automation. So we're gonna work on automating materials. And for that, what I was thinking of doing is we get the sifter, and then we're gonna work to get the brass mesh. Because what we can do with these crushed different things is we can wash them and we can get the ingots. So these have the highest chances of giving us what we want. Because here the nuggets are like 10% and under, and you need 9 of those. And then here it's even worse chances. So I'm thinking that the brass mesh will be the better one for us, just because we can, easily, we can just wash these and that'll be fine. All that we need really is the fan. Not famine. Huh. Yeah, I think that's just this. Like, this is all that we really need, which isn't going to be that bad. We just need zinc, andesite. Andesite we can make by mixing, which, again, we will need to do in order to get the brass for this. Can do mixing of zinc and copper, which I have copper, and it's heated too, so we can do that. And then we're also going to need a sifter, which again will also, we won't need brass for the one that we're going to make. We just got a andesite casing, which we have, planks, which we have, sticks, cogwheel, and then stone or whatever. So we can easily make this. We need a couple of them, and then we'll get started. So I'm gonna work on making the stuff that we need, and I'll be right back. So I've made a lot of changes. I'm probably actually going to delete a lot of previous clips that I made because I completely redid my entire plan for this episode. But as some of you can tell, I am very far down. I hollowed out a large area where I'm going to start sort of building. For here I just got some preliminary stuff, and then I burned through coal like there was no tomorrow. Oh, this can go bye-bye. That was from when I was setting up my water wheels. And instead I made this, which basically the lava will smelt the ores. It's pretty efficient. I mean, the actual, whatchamacallit? Oh, what's it called in the mod? Not great with names. The mechanical belt. So the mechanical belts, I mean, they're slow because it's the water wheel. We can technically make them go faster, but the problem with doing that is you may not, depending on like the smelting time for different things, it may go too fast for something else to smelt. But right now we should be good. Currently I'm smelting all of my ores. I did a metric crap ton of mining. I mean, that's not even, I have stuff smelted and everything. Oh, another thing that I gotta throw on there is kelp. Kelp is used for the mechanical belts and a bunch of other stuff. So we want to get that smelted. So that's kind of what I got there. I also got a backpack and the engineer's goggles. Both are, and the wrench. They're all pretty easy. The wrench is just golden sheets, cogwheel, and stick. Cogwheel, it's a plank and a shaft. To get the sheets, you just use this thing. Let's see, what else did I have? Iron backpack. That's super easy. You just surround a backpack with iron. That's interesting. Backpack, copper back. Oh, I see. So you can use the copper backpack, and then from the copper backpack, make the backpack. So it's like super simple, but it gives a lot of extra space. I also found diamonds while I was mining. While I was hollowing out this area, slime came in, so I killed it. So now I have slime balls. So that's kind of what I got so far. It looks like we finally made it through all my iron. So now it's on to the copper, which we will be using a lot of. Copper is in a lot of stuff. So I think it is in like basically fluid tanks, which don't have copper in the name. If I can spell fluid. Oh crap. Yes, I had to think about how to spell fluid. It's not called copper, but you use copper to build it. Use copper for the fluid pipes. So copper is going to be a very important thing for us here. So we're just kind of smelting everything down for now. And yeah, the next thing that I want to do is I do want to set up, let's see. Here we go. Crushing wheel. I put down crusher. So, actually, what do the different ones do exactly? Oh. Okay, so it really just gives... Okay, so they're all, I think, the same. But we can make the crushing wheel, which... Okay, that's gonna be... Sure that that's... I'm so confused as to what this is doing. So that's just converting them? I don't really know. So it appears we'll have to do some mechanical crafting, which we're going to need andesite, planks, and andesite, or stone. Okay, we can do that. And basically what we can do with the crusher is we can make... Let's see if we can't find... Actually, you know what? We'll make this easier. If we look for gravel, we can crush cobblestone and get gravel. So we can make an infinite cobble generator. We can crush the cobble to make gravel. And then from the gravel, we can sift it. And then we can get all these different things. We will eventually want to get this brass mesh, which we got to get the blaze burner, which we got to find a blaze, which is in the nether, which I did go to the nether. The actual fortress is super far away. So I want to see if there's a way to basically... Yeah. I'm wondering if we can basically go and steal the spawner, because you can right-click the empty blaze burners. You can just right-click them on the actual spawner and it'll give it to you. So I'm curious to see if we can take the spawner with us. So I'm going to figure that part out. But for now, we got all of our automatic smelting. Basically, it just comes out of the andesite funnel, smelts, goes into the andesite funnel, and then back into the barrel. And then back here, we just had to do a bunch of stuff. I did use chain drives, and that basically just makes it to where we connect it once, and it goes all the way across, so we don't have to make like 50 billion connections on all the fans, which is what is blowing the lava, is our encased fans. So it's fairly simple, just took me a little bit to do it. And yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna probably do more. Not 100% sure yet. Another thing I want to do is, this mining is absolutely annoying. So I'm gonna finish off that side, and then I'm gonna try and make a machine that does all the mining for me. That's kind of the plan here. I know, and any of you guys that watch these YouTubers might recognize some of this stuff. But Biffle and Sigils, I've taken some of their ideas just because it makes sense. And yeah. So that's kind of the plan here. Gonna keep on smelting stuff, and eventually I also want to get dripstone. I need an infinite lava source, because we're gonna need a lot of lava for different things, such as alloy. One of the things for mixing is cobblestone and lava. So if I can get the lava and get an infinite supply, then I can make infinite andesite alloy, which we use andesite alloy in just about everything. Like shafts, which you build a lot of. Andesite. So that's kind of the plan. I gotta go find some dripstone, and then I can start an infinite lava supply, which we will then use the those fluid tanks to hold it all. So that's the plan. Hopefully I can get that done, and I'll be back once I get that. Alright, so I'm making progress. I now have infinite lava. It's slow going because I don't have that much up and running yet, but we have lava up here. We have the dripstones down here. They're going to be slowly putting it into here. I don't have the pointed dripstone for all of them yet. I'm working on that. I got a farm over here for that. I'll probably expand this as well in the future, maybe. But for now, slowly getting some lava. We got 1 millibucket there. And I have an infinite power source that I never need to touch down there. Nice and out of the way. I can add more of them. The only thing that kind of ruins is I was thinking about adding more floors, so that just means we gotta go further down. But that's fine. And then these flue containers, this one can hold 72 buckets, but we can also make it taller. So I'll probably bring that up to about that height, maybe a little bit higher. So yeah, we have infinite lava now. We're getting there. So the reason why I wanted to do lava, my original plan was to start working on crushing the gravel. The reason why I want to get my... Oh yeah, I also just put the crusher over, like the smashing thing down here, because that's just easier to do. Yeah. It gets tiring to sit there and hold down right click all the time. But one of the things that you need a lot of for basically everything, like I believe Sifter doesn't require it, but something does that I wanted to get. Was it the brass? Might be the brass. No, brass isn't. Well, either way, one of the things that I really need is the it's not aluminum. Oh my god, why am I blanking? Andesite. Is all these andesite alloys. They're used for basically everything. So I'm going to be using this cobblestone lava recipe. Just because that's a lot easier. So that's the plan for that. And then we can basically infinitely mix. However, I just thought of something. If I remember correctly from Sigils' video... If I come over here, I think I can steal this lava here. Yeah. If I were to go over here, let's put, if we put lava in there, right? And we'll put some oops. Put some cobblestone. And then we do this. Doesn't do anything. Hello. Pretty, please. Alright, well, I'm just wrong then. So never mind, don't take my word for anything. I'm just wrong, I guess. Must be very specific on how much you put in. Alright, well, I can test that on my own time. But yeah, so I want to get that up and running so we can get infinite andesite. I'll put a cobblestone gen probably up there, because we can also use this to smelt it and make it smooth stone, which we can use. And yeah, that's kind of the plan. This is going to keep on running. We're getting there. We're going to be able to do a lot of stuff. But once we get all that andesite stuff, then we can make the casings, which will make crafting all of this stuff so much easier. I've been running low on the shafts, and it's going to be way easier if I could just quickly make andesite from that, as opposed to farming andesite and iron ingots, which I don't have a limit on iron ingots at the moment, but I would much rather not have to worry about it. So that's the plan, and then we'll get back to our sifter and crushing cobblestones so that we can start getting other resources, like, I forget what we can get. I have the zinc mesh. Yeah, so that has pretty good chances for that stuff. We can also get the brass mesh, which is going to be a whole lot better. Because we can get all this crushed stuff, which I think we can just smelt and get ingots. So, as opposed to 9 of these, we can get 1 of these and get an ingot. So it's going to be much more effective for us to just skip over to the brass, but we got a little ways before we can get the brass. And then eventually we can upgrade our sifter completely. So that's the plan. We're going to get there eventually. But yeah, I'm going to probably continue working on stuff. And I'll show you guys what I got.